Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to show you really quick what I look like with curly hair. I'll take you in the bathroom. Let's take a better gander at this. Yes, I just woke up. It's why my face is kind of puffy and red. Look, curly hair, no heat. This is one of my turmeric dyed, back there, my True Religion t-shirts. I soaked it overnight to make sure it really took, and it looks awesome. It's like an Easter egg, or like the sun. Pretty great. Curled it into little things, and then voila! So, good to know I can have curly hair with no heat, and it being this length. Fun fact. So, yes, I will see you all later. I'm back. So I'm all dressed up because, oh, there's Jasper. Just say hi. Jasper, up up. He's like, you were at the hospital. What do you smell like? I know. Oh, I know, sweet boy. So I've decided, yeah, my shoulders are all red because I had my straps on my dress, and I was like, ow, that's hurting me in my port. So I took them off. So I've decided today I'm gonna do a review, if you will, about the Moon Cup. My roommate's getting home. I'll talk right back. I'm back. Sorry about that before, but who I'm staying with came home, and I don't like to vlog when they're here because it's their home. So back to my review on the Moon Cup. The Moon Cup is like the Diva Cup, except it's called the Moon Cup, but it's the same concept. It's reusable menstruating cup. Yes, this video is a little TMI and it gets personal, but hey, that's why you clicked on it. You want to know what's going on with the Moon Cup? Should you purchase it? What I think of it? Maybe what you might think of it? All those things. So my arm might get tired holding the screen, so we'll put you right here. Perfect. I'm doing homework, so you're against my computer, as long as it doesn't die. So the Moon Cup is kind of like the Diva Cup. It's a little bit different shape, and there's a silicone I would show you, but it's in use. It's my second time, the second month I've used it. I think I'm getting better at it this time. There's a long silicone part, like handle of it, and then there's the cup itself. There's two different sizes, size A and size B. One is if you've had a child, the other one is if you've never had a child. I never have. Well, Diva Cup is more popular and more people talk about it, so that's why I don't use it. Moon Cup is something I heard about from a friend who goes sustainability and zero waste and promotes living a more eco-friendly life. So that's why I went with the Moon Cup, and I like how it sounds better, and I like the shape better. Moon Cup, I don't remember all the statistics. If you're looking at it, you know how many ounces of blood it holds. And when I first saw it, I was like, there's no way this is gonna be able to hold all of it. Like, I bleed so much, or that's what I thought. The reason we think this as women is because pads and tampons, whatever else you might use, I don't know, some of them are cotton, some of them are synthetic, but when a dot of blood goes onto any of those items, it just spreads, and because of all the chemicals that are in tampons and pads, unless you're using 100% cotton, which are a little harder to find and more expensive, it's just chemicals that spreads the blood. So ones that have different perfumes in them so you don't smell are incredibly bad for you and can cause all sorts of infections. Tampons, putting those up into you with all those synthetic chemicals and parabens, it's awful. And actually now, if I were to try to use like a Tampax Pearl, which I used to love when I was in high school, but if I used it now, because I'm all natural and I don't put any chemicals on me, if I were to put that in me right now, oh my gosh, I think the last time I did it, I bled for like a month. It caused an infection. It was painful. I wouldn't stop bleeding. It was horrible. So that is now, and then that's how I knew that I needed to use cotton with no chemicals. So back to the Moon Cup. To use the Moon Cup, it's a cup, like a little cup, and you fold it in half, and then you fold that half in half. So you fold it in fourths in a way. So in half and then in half again. And you put it inside of you, and you have to like twist it to make sure the suction stays on. From my experience, it takes a while to get the hang of it. First time I used it, it was kind of painful and uncomfortable because of that silicone stick that is the handle to pull it out of yourself, kind of like the tampon string. It was so long that it hurt, like when you sit or when you walked, you always felt it. So a lot of people recommend cutting it so it's not so long and you don't feel it. However, with this being said, I may have cut mine too short, if you know what I mean. So each time you cut it, try it again to make sure it's long enough, or you can actually get it out of yourself and pull it out. So like I said, that's a lot of personal information, but we're talking about menstruating cups, so that's what it's about. Also, menstruating cups are made of silicone. There's no chemicals or parabens in them. They're completely chemical free, which is why I also use them. They're reusable. They can also be recycled. And with that said, they should last you up to 10 years if you clean it right and just store it and don't light it on fire, I guess. I don't know what else you would do with it, but just clean it. I clean mine with Castile soap every time I use it. They say sometimes if you get it wet before you use it, it's easier, kind of like a lubrication, which is fine. And then you air dry it, and then it comes with a little bag that you can put it in and store it in between months. However, I would make sure that you wash that bag because it comes in the box and who knows where those bags come from. So wash the bag so you're putting a clean moon cup into a clean cotton bag. And not only that, every time I take the moon cup out to use it, I wash it because it's going inside of you and you want to keep yourself as clean as possible. It's your internal organs. Let's keep them clean, people. So I was nervous that it wouldn't hold enough. It's never filled up. I think one time it was maybe half full. The only thing is you don't want to change it in public. It can be in there for like 12 hours, so you don't have to worry about changing your tampon or changing a pad every few hours. It's great for sleeping. I do recommend that when you first use it, maybe wear a cotton pad in case. But like I said, you'll get the hang of it. I'm still getting the hang of it, but it's much better. It really doesn't hurt. You don't even notice you're wearing it after a while. Maybe after the first month you use it. It's just more sustainably friendly and it's better and there's not trash and you don't have to worry about going to the bathroom every few hours to change it because I'm a clean freak. So I would have to change whatever I was wearing every few hours. I just recommend it for multiple reasons. I also ordered mine online because it was less than in the store. This is not sponsored, of course, it's just my opinion. And yeah, I think that kind of sums up the moon cup and my thoughts on it. And if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments and I will respond. But yeah, that's what I think. So as long as you keep it clean and when you take it out, you just want to make sure that you don't like fling it out. If you've seen Amy Schumer's new stand-up, she talks about it. You don't do that. Nobody would do that. You just take it out and then you pour it into the toilet and flush it and then I clean it again. But like I said, you only have to do that once a day. But when you're first starting, you might do it more than once a day just to kind of get the hang of it, or if it's uncomfortable, or if that little silicone handle's too long, or whatever it may be. Good luck using it, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think.